the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast and happy Wednesday. It is hump day. Don't forget to hump someone you love. And speaking of somebody that I love, and speaking of somebody who's climbed so many mountains in her life, humps.
You think
it's
so?
Jacqueline. No, it's Jacqueline Foley.
Wow, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction, Claudia. Really has me reminiscing. You know, we've done a lot of reminiscing. We recorded a Patreon yesterday. It was like the newlywed game, but for sisters, and it was about our childhood to like see if
we had whiteboards
to see if we remember things the same way. And so I've just been, if I could buy a house on memory lane, I've been living on memory lane, you know?
I've been living on a prayer. Can I tell you why?
Why? Because you parked in the street
No.
again?
Worse. Something so terrible is happening that you don't even know about.
Okay.
And if I'm a little short with you today or I'm like a little on edge, just like be patient with me, okay?
Okay, can I guess?
You're never going to guess, but sure.
Does it have to do with a mouse?
No. Oh my God. Okay. Things could be worse.
Yeah, things could
Thank
be
you for
worse.
putting things in perspective. No. Guess what Ben has?
Guess what Ben has? Not COVID.
Worse.
The flu?
Worse.
Lice.
Worse.
Worse than lice?
When I say it, you'll know that it's worse than lice.
Worms?
I feel like you're missing like a big part of like my and Ben's history. I wasn't even doing the C sound. I was doing the
Norovirus.
I am in hell.
Oh, wow. Are you sure it's noro?
So this morning, Ben was like, it's noro. And I'm like, well, you ate a big bowl of hummus before bed, so it's probably that.
It's probably the hummus working its way.
However, like the more I see, the more I know, the more I learn, it's giving noro. Now I'm like just convinced that I have it. I'm okay right now.
Here's the thing. If you have to ask, you don't have it.
No, maybe it's just like hitting me late. I'm sort of like waiting for the other shoe to drop,
like-
which is why I'm like, if my stomach drops in the middle of this episode, like if the episode ends early, just know that's what happened.
You will likely get it because you're living with someone who has it and it's highly contagious. But like you obviously don't have it right now or else we wouldn't be doing a show. We wouldn't be sitting on white chairs.
Well, I'm taking like extraordinary precautions, you know?
I just want to say, I think lice is worse.
No, it's not.
Noro is like 48 hours, the worst 48 hours ever. But lice is like
Lice is very inconvenient.
A 3-week journey to get rid of it.
Yeah, sorry, but you don't experience any pain.
No. Oh, I think I'd rather not that I'm asking for anything, but like if given the choice.
You choose lice?
No, I choose Noro.
I choose lice.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, just sort of, a plane has hit the tower of my home, you know? I'm in hell. True hell. And it's upsetting because like I was doing so much last night to prepare for the show.
Is that what like kids are saying? A plane has hit the tower?
Yeah. Well, they say like when something like, okay, like when
That's a
somebody
little
makes
crazy.
It is. And they use it like satirically. Like when something like happens, that's really not a big deal, but the person acts like it's a big deal. They say a plane has hit the second tower.
Got it. Like that George Bush meme.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that like the memory of 9/11 isn't fading with the new generation. Like that's good.
No, I don't like it. I'm gonna decline. Okay. I'm gonna decline usage of that phrase.
Say less, bestie.
And I feel like the fact that Gen Z or whomever is saying it is because they don't have like an appropriate memory of 9/11. Because if they did, they wouldn't like make jokes so flippantly.
So you're talking about me?
No, you're just going with the
teaching.
culture. You're going with the culture.
I'm a teacher.
But I will decline usage.
Teacher, what do you see? I see Jacqueline Foley looking at me. Every time I read that book, I get crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
I got the Tony of that book because I can't read it anymore. So I wanted the Tony to read it. Lo and behold, I put that little bear on the Tony box. Who's the narrator? Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Now, Gwyneth is getting some hate. I don't know if you saw.
No, I don't like... I don't engage. I don't find myself in those circles.
Me neither.
My algorithm knows better.
People are just unhappy with her performance on the Tony. I really appreciate that she took it hella fucking seriously. Like she was doing voices. Sometimes I didn't even recognize that it was her. Polar bear, what do you... Like she was being funny. I like it. It adds like a dynamic element. The different voices sounds like multiple people. You guys just don't appreciate Gwyneth Paltrow. And I always have. That's a fun fact about me.
No, and like, do you have an Oscar? Then I don't want to hear it.
Do you have a billion-dollar company? Then I don't want to hear it.
Like, should we have an Oscar-winning actress voicing our Tonys? Like, this is the sort of prestige we can only dream for Tonys. Like, Tonys should take over the world. They're the most amazing toy ever invented. Like, don't clown on the people who are, like, giving back to the Tony community.
Yeah, I also realized, like, my next gig needs to be voicing a Tony. And actually, I did want to voice the Brown Bear one. I was for sure that there wasn't one. And then there was, and it was voiced by Gwyneth Paltrow. So I was humbled real quickly. But I'll take something lesser. I'll take, Thomas the Train.
Here's a couple ideas. One, like a toast Tony, because a lot of kids, I've been like now getting recognized by like kids who are like, you're from the podcast. When I was in Dallas, a couple people were like quoting the song back, a couple kids.
That's cute.
Yeah, so cute. She's like, you're from my podcast. I was like, thanks, queen. She was very precocious young girl.
Did you spit some bars?
I said,
Good morning, girlies. It's
no,
the toast.
But you know what I do?
No live performance?
I give them a little, I sound amazing. I give them a little that.
Oh, wow. Were they freaking?
Yeah. Seeing the artist do his work. So we could do a toast Tony where we do our toast tunes, where we put out, but we have to put out our album first.
But like doing voice work is like a goal of mine. So like I would get like whatever they're looking for a narrator for, like I'll do it. Like I'm really not.
And then separately, we need
particular.
a camper. We need a camper Tony.
Okay, so you're stealing my idea. Like my dream is now your dream.
No. First of all, I've been on the Tony train, and you can look through my emails. Camper Tony has been discussed.
Has it?
Yeah, it has.
Honestly, I feel like Tony's is so big now.
Tony's is so big, and I want the world for them.
Truly.
I want everything for Tony's. Like
getting them kids off them screens.
The bigger Tony's gets, like the more licenses and stuff they get, like the more characters that are available, like these random characters. Like I'm still waiting for the Babar Tony that's not in French.
Right.
S'il vous plaît, can we get a Babar Tony not in French?
I did something so crazy last night.
You watched The Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Of Long Island. I fucking wish. Yeah, I watched, what are we calling it? Rory?
I watched a little too because like Summer House sort of duped me into watching it. And I was like, oh, everyone's talking about it. Let me like meet the ladies. So I met them.
I met them too. It's going to take me at least 2 months to tell them apart. It's so funny. When Salt Lake City premiered, I remember not being able to tell apart Lisa Barlow and Meredith Marks. And now like they look so different. Yeah. I don't know how I ever thought. So maybe I'll get to that place. But when I tell you they got 6 ladies who look exactly like, there's just 2 younger ones and like 4 older ones. I started watching it because... And the younger
ones being Rosie and Ashley. And also...
Rosie... Oh, 3 younger ones. And Kelsey.
The one that lives in the house with the 40 TVs.
She's very pretty and very interesting. She's like not doing a good job of like defending her lifestyle, but... I like meeting interesting people. And so the casting...
They certainly chose an interesting bunch.
My overall take is that I heard a lot of really good things about it. I haven't watched a second episode yet, and I didn't think it was like that amazing, but it's good. And I think that there's there. I think the women have like a lot of interesting backstory, and they all really know each other, which is great, except for Ashley. She doesn't know anyone. That's 1. 2, I do feel like it's kind of a replacement for New Jersey. I can't see a world in which Bravo needs both of them. When I thought of Rhode Island, I did not think, maybe I know nothing about Rhode Island clearly, because I think of it as, I don't even know what I thought of it, but I certainly didn't.
Newport, the Breakers, the
Vanderbilts.
Vanderbilts.
Very posh.
Like, field trip.
The show was reminding me a lot of the 5 minutes I watched of Members Only Palm Beach.
That's not a good endorsement.
So I don't feel, especially then Dolores was on the episode.
Well, because her twin is on the show.
Her twin. I don't know.
And they're not related?
Or Alicia.
They're not related, but Alicia's related to her husband.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
But not Dolores.
Yeah. I think like time will tell. One of these franchises is going to shake out. Like it's so similar, like the big extensions, very like sort of like sparkly, tacky kind of taste, There's not a lot of money, which, I guess like Real Housewives has left that.
There were a couple nice homes. I saw like a couple castle-looking establishments.
There were 2 nice homes, and one of them is the girlfriend who her boyfriend doesn't. She's on her way
getting
out.
kicked out.
Yeah, and then the other girl, lives on the water. She was barely in the episode.
The one
I
in
think
the
that's
Prada
Liz.
boots on the boat?
Yes, Liz. But like that's no longer a requirement to be a housewife. Like I think they had a really hard time finding people with actual money, even though I found that to be the most interesting part. So you sort of have to let that go. It's not aspirational anymore. It's just a reality show. You know, it could be on any franchise, any network. So I'm gonna continue on with it. I like that Ashley Iaconetti's on it. It makes it feel like
You have a familiar, it's like a friend. You have a friend at school.
at least I know her name.
Yeah.
Like I don't know any of their names. It was good.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll get swindled into watching it again via my television.
I also watched Summer House, which we can do in the TV recap.
Well, actually, programming, like I've sort of recalibrated the show for today, and the Summer House recap is going to be within the first story.
That's
because
fine.
the first story is like Summer House in the city, and like that's what everyone's talking about. So like, why would we move it to the end?
And then one more absolutely bonkers thing happened to me last night that I didn't even tell you about.
Okay, it better be.
No, this is actually fucking crazy. Ready? Guess who commented on my TikTok? You're never going to guess.
Man or woman?
I can't answer that question.
Ooh. Caitlyn Jenner?
I'm fucking crying. I can't answer that question. Not because of like any gender like issues. More so because it's not necessarily a person.
It's a concept. The Brown Bear official
It's a program.
Instagram?
It's a program.
It's a program. Max and Ruby.
Oh, I wish. No. Ready? 4 words for you. ChatGPT.
What?
Yeah, so I made a TikTok. I thought it was really smart of me, actually. I was doing my makeup, and I got the new House Labs foundation and concealer. I've never bought it before. Had no idea what my shade was. So I asked Chat, I'm like, this is my face, and this is like some other foundations that are pretty good. And they told me exactly what to get. So I did a TikTok like, letting ChatGPT do my makeup. And it worked flawlessly. I'm wearing it today. I was wearing it yesterday. I'm obsessed with both of the products. And people in the comments were sort of lauding me as just a pioneer of AI. And then Chat chimed in. Obviously, it was a big enough video that it came across her desk. And yeah, Chat commented on my TikTok.
Very cool. You know, I wear House Labs foundation. Did you know that about me?
I remember we had a conversation about it, and I remember you were talking about how it was like this sort of kind of challenging time for you switching from your OG foundation. I didn't know that you like stayed there.
I
didn't
stayed
know
there.
that.
And it wasn't even intentional. I wanted just like a little bit of a lighter foundation, and I wound up like I use it every day.
I feel like it's been a while since we had a
people
State of the
didn't know that.
Union.
I feel like people didn't know that about me.
It's very Gen Z of you, honestly.
It is very Gen Z.
I feel like we haven't had a State of the Union on celebrity makeup brands in such a long time because like the ever-changing landscape.
Yeah.
House Labs really like dug themselves out of, like when she first launched that brand, it was like an Amazon brand, and then Sephora got involved, and like very slowly it's become like a Pargy brand. I would say it's up there now with like, I feel like Rare Beauty has taken a little bit of a dip. There was a time where it was like the biggest.
Yeah.
Rhode is there now. Like some brands come and go. Some are,
Some will always be like Fenty. It's
and
like,
some will never take off, like REM Beauty.
Yeah. Correct. Well, are you ready to get into the stories?
And JLo Beauty.
Yeah. Is that real?
Yeah, it was skincare. I don't know if they're still in business because
was it Glow?
No, it was called JLo Beauty.
Wasn't Glow
Maybe that was
by
one of the
J.Lo?
products. It was JLo Beauty. It was skincare. I think like for mature women.
No, I think you're confusing it with like A-Rod's men's skincare because they were dating at the time.
No, I'm not. Jackie, she had a skincare line.
No, but like I don't know about the maturity.
I don't think they ever had one sale, so I think that's probably why they closed down.
Interesting. Well, that hasn't stopped other brands.
Like who?
Name them.
Who
Who hasn't had one sale? I'll have to circle back with you on that, but I'm not afraid to say if I can think of.
I didn't think you were afraid.
I'm never afraid. Never.
Don't be afraid, Jackie.
I'm not afraid.
Something so random that our family like quotes, and it's funny because every family has like different movie and TV show quotes that like resonate and they always reference in their modern lives. And for us, like the weirdest thing that we always quote, you can't say the word afraid without, No, I'm afraid.
What's it from?
And it's from this
Law and
episode
Order?
of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, where London is learning how to swim. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you don't know how to swim. And so she's learning to swim. And they're like, okay, now take your hands off the wall or whatever. And she's like, no, I'm afraid. It's like the most
random
episode I'm talking about.
Random.
We say it all the time.
That's so crazy. That's like, I can learn from
But I can learn.
That was like a really sad scene.
Yeah, actually, it was from Law and Order. This girl was like, I think she was like mentally handicapped,
And
right?
something with the scissors.
No, that was a different episode. Wait, which is the scissors? Olivia's gonna know.
Oh, I stabbed
So
her
I
in the
stabbed
back.
him in the back. I heard him in the back. No, but there's like a whole monologue with that one. Hold on.
Where they stabbed her in the back.
Law and Order episode, scissors stabbed in the back. It's like this little girl with a black bob and she like kills someone skin deep.
I stabbed him in the back. I heard him. So then I grabbed the scissors and I stabbed him in the back. I heard him in the back.
Grabbed the scissors. And then she takes a dramatic pause. Grabbed the scissors. Then I stabbed him in the back. And I think she was from Long Island.
And she's from Pensacola. That's not much bigger than Maysville.
Law and Order. Like, I'm never going to find this random quote.
Why would you? Unless it's stuck with anyone else.
Yes. This quote appears in Law & Order Special Victims Unit episode Alien. The lines are spoken by a young girl named Emma Boyd during a tearful confession. I was mad. I was so mad. I grabbed the scissors and I hurt him in the back with them. He fell down and hit his head, cracking the fuck up. The boy was paralyzed.
Mad. I was so mad.
Oh my God. And I think the girl, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to double check. The actress is the little girl from Jersey Girl with Ben Affleck.
Oh, that I don't know about that. That Emma I don't know. Boyd, I never saw that movie.
I'm 90% sure. 1,000%. Yep, I'm right.
Confirmed.
Like we're constantly delivering facts on this podcast.
Yeah. Okay, now that we've quoted enough random episodes of SVU.
Emma Boyd, the great Emma Boyd.
We can get into the Fast Five stories that you do need to know.
And the Fast Five stories that you need to know are brought to you by Smart Mouth. If you care about fresh breath, and I mean truly fresh breath, Smart Mouth is about to become your new favorite product. So Smart Mouth is a dentist-developed formula. It is the only mouthwash that actually stops bad breath before it even starts. And it also prevents it from coming back for 24 hours with a quick morning and nighttime rinse. And now they've launched something brand new. It's a first-of-its-kind line of mouthwashes powered by the same trusted zinc-activated bad breath prevention technology, now enhanced with advanced liposomal technology and added everyday benefits. So their new line of products include a mouthwash that's infused with vitamin C and antioxidants, a morning mouthwash with added B12 and L-carnitine to kickstart your day, and an evening mouthwash with melatonin, and a calming lavender and chamomile flavor. So these mouthwashes were designed to fit seamlessly into your day, making it easy to upgrade your routine without adding extra steps. I love Smart Mouth. They're a longtime sponsor of ours. I'm a big user of their brand, but I really appreciate like the ethos of their company, which is like committed to eradicating bad breath, not masking it with a perfume and like a big smell, really scientifically attacking it. And they're doing such important work. It's important that we support them. Upgrade to a smarter mouthwash. The new Smart Mouth Advanced Liposomal Mouthwash line is officially here, and it's now available at Walmart, on Amazon, and on TikTok Shop. Visit smartmouth.com/toast to snag a special discount on your next Smart Mouth purchase. That's www.smartmouth.com/toast. Go grab yours and experience 24-hour fresh breath for yourself. Your mouth will thank you. Today's episode is also brought to you by The Testaments on Hulu. A new dawn rises in Gilead. From the executive producers of The Handmaid's Tale comes The Testaments, a new Hulu original series based on the novel by Margaret Atwood. Golden Globe nominee Chase Infinity plays the dutiful teen Agnes, who guides newcomer Daisy through the halls of Aunt Lydia's elite preparatory school for future wives, where obedience is instilled brutally. With no connection to the outside world, the daughters of Gilead's commanders start to challenge authority, seek independence, and explore their identity. This is just the beginning of their reckoning. The series explores friendship, empowerment, and resilience, and what coming of age means for young women in a society that affords them no rights. Agnes and Daisy's bond becomes the catalyst that will upend their past, present, and future. Raised to obey, but destined to defy, there's nothing more powerful than a teenage girl. You can watch The Testaments, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus. For bundle subscribers, terms apply. Check out The Testaments. It's now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus if you're a bundle subscriber. Terms apply. Today's episode is also brought to you by Weight Watchers. Whether you're curious about affordable GLP-1 options or looking for smart nutrition guidance and a supportive community, Weight Watchers is giving you the tools to stay on track and reach your weight loss goals. Spring is not about starting over. It's about starting fresh with support that keeps up. So Weight Watchers is just like a leading innovator in the weight management space. And I love that they have started helping out with GLP-1s. I think a lot of people don't know where to start when it comes to getting on one. They don't know who to ask. Maybe they're a little embarrassed. And Weight Watchers is great. It's digital, on-demand workshops designed for your schedule to fit into your real life. So curated experience for whatever you're going through, from GLP-1 support, even if you're not, you're like managing weight gain through menopause, whatever it is, they have expert advice from people who have been there. They'll come up with a customized plan that shifts in real time based on you and your goals. I love how many like things they consider. When I was breastfeeding, I was really trying not to gain weight. And I was doing the nursing program on Weight Watchers for maintenance. I actually didn't like at net did not gain any weight while breastfeeding, which I was really appreciative of. Weight Watchers is just the best. Like, they so evolved with the times. I just think they're wonderful. I think they're such a great option when you want to manage your weight, whether doing it the OG way. If you want to get on a GLP-1, there's quite literally no shame. Stop the guesswork and start something that works. Join Weight Watchers Core Plus program for the ultimate weight loss support and better results. Go to weightwatchers.com/toast to get a special offer for our listeners. That's weightwatchers.com/toast for a special offer. Today's episode is also brought to you by Home Chef. As the year is in full swing, we're trying to simplify everything we can, and that includes dinner. Between work, routines, coming up with meals for my child, which takes all day long, Home Chef is delivering fresh, pre-portioned meals, taking a huge weight off of our plates. It's the easiest way to start the year feeling organized, well-fed, and way less stressed. So Home Chef makes cooking simple. It's fresh food delivered, easy recipes to follow, and meals that actually taste great. People really love it. Home Chef is rated #1 by users of other meal kits for quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. So they work with chefs like Gordon Ramsay. Now they're partnering with Giada De Laurentiis and bringing restaurant-quality recipes straight to your kitchen. You'll find these chef-inspired recipes across Home Chef's culinary collection, classic meal kits, and express options, each designed to help you feel confident in your kitchen. So whatever kind of day you're having, Home Chef has you covered, from classic recipes with fresh ingredients and 30-minute meals to oven-ready trays and quick microwave lunches. There's even a dedicated family menu for easy 4 to 6 size servings. It's not one size fits all. They have over 30 meal options every week, choices for different diets. If you're like a picky eater and you want a really easy way to start expanding your palate, I think this is a great option. If you don't know how to cook and you want to learn to cook, this is a great way to do that. If you want to save money, you want to stop ordering in, it's affordable. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering our listeners 50% off and free shipping for your first box, plus free dessert for life. Go to homechef.com/toast. That's homechef.com/TOAST for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/toast. You must be an active subscriber to receive the free dessert.
Thank you, Turt Chef.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Turt De Laurentiis.
You're welcome.
I like that. Our first story. In the city, trailer drops.
That's also a good title.
In the house. So In the City, the show that follows the summer house cast and friends into the fall in the city. The trailer has dropped. The show is centered around Lindsay Hubbard, Kyle, and Amanda, along with some new castmates. It really focuses on like couples and married people in the city. Now, Carl has spoken out about why he was not on the show.
I saw that clip today. It was kind of sad.
Yeah, but he said like they weren't really focusing on single people, and he was like,
he said he did film though, and he was like kind of cut out.
Yeah, and he's hoping to like maybe be in the second season. I think he's gonna need to get a girlfriend. Like
right.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, the Valley doesn't have, like, actually single people. They may have divorced people or with children who are navigating that season of their life, but it's not for singles. Like, sorry, singles do not apply.
And I feel like for so many years, reality TV really, like, was exclusively for single people. If you were, like, in a relationship, you were considered boring and sort of, like, set to the side, out to pasture.
Sunsetted.
Yeah, I love that Bravo has this like genre of shows, the Valley, Persian version, now In the City, which is like Housewives is older, and then Summer House, like those younger shows where everyone's single, like Southern Charm is younger. And I feel like now they have this sort of in-between genre, which I really like. And I'm sorry, Carl, like when I was watching his podcast today, I thought it was really sweet and I felt bad for him. But it's like, it's time for the married people to finally get some attention. You know?
Get some love, people with young children. But it also makes sense because it's like, and that's like our age right now. And it feels like very convenient. Like, oh, these shows are happening when we're in this moment too. But I think it's because
successful.
A lot of their viewers like are millennial women who started watching Vanderpump Rules and were like living for it and now like are settling down and having kids, and like we find this sort of content interesting. And
I
also
feel like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives has been like huge for the genre.
And The Valley, I would say. The Valley sort of like invented the genre.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. And also like those people who were on Vanderpump Rules, like, yeah, eventually they got married and had kids. And I want to say this is such a credit to Lindsay Hubbard, because if she didn't go and have a baby, like this show would not exist. They literally made a show for her because she had a baby and they wanted to keep her
Summer House
on television. So like, slay mama.
I caught up on Summer House. She's such a bright spot. Like she doesn't add to the drama at all, but like she's so fucking funny that it really would have been such a waste for them to not have been able to utilize her in any way. So I love that the show was built around her. I do have a couple of notes when it comes to like the cast and crew.
Okay.
I think the Summer House audience like really doesn't like Danielle, and I don't think we needed her.
Danielle's back and Andrea's back.
Which I think people have really missed him and loved him, and there is this like mystery around the girl Lexi that he like left the show for. Like I think that he's perfect for it. It looks like a enormous cast. The cast photo, it must have been 20 people. I like didn't know where to look. That's a little overwhelming, and I feel like I don't love that. But all in all, I don't know if the show would have been as, I mean, it's not a success yet, but the trailer, like everyone's obsessed with it. This whole Scamandival thing is kind of the best thing to happen to Summer House. I don't know what the future of In the City would have looked like. I think maybe it would have been like a smaller valley, but I do think now it's huge because we're all watching this season of Summer House looking for clues. The City was filmed after that, so we're all looking at clues there.
I think already they had a season because like Kyle and Amanda got divorced on the season.
Right.
So it was already like, okay, that's where we'll go to like actually the relationship will end in the City. Like when they're done filming, I think they're officially separated. So yes, more clues for like Wes, Amanda in the trailer, like Wes is in it and they're hugging and we can look for crumbs. Some of the other cast members include Nick Barber and his wife, Yvonne. Then, do you remember Whitney Franzway?
Of course I do.
On The Bachelor, and she's
I
on
weirdly
it.
Like keep up with her sister on TikTok.
Oh yeah, they're both like influencers, but her
Influencers.
sister's a really big influencer.
And she's like a TikToker. She has a baby, and her man do like cute couple content. I think he cooks. They remind me a lot of me and Ben. Like,
oh, cute. Well, Whitney's boyfriend Kenny is also an investor in Loverboy.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, he's Kyle's friend and a fellow Loverboy investor. So that's like a real tie. Plus, she's like has reality TV roots. So that's actually a pretty good casting.
I agree. I love Bravo tapping old Bachelor contestants. I feel
know.
like that's an untapped market. And I think that it's a really good idea. These are professionals. Those girls, when they were, that was like OG. Remember Unreal? Like it was cutthroat. They know how to be on TV.
Yeah, especially someone like Ashley I. She's a veteran. She's a veteran. Whitney, like I think, sort of coasted through her season and like
she was very forgettable. I think she still is like around because she's friends with a lot of the girls.
Yeah, she's very like not controversial. So like I don't think she's actually like had the reality TV experience yet. So I wonder how this will be for her. But like Jasmine Good is on The Valley. I feel like people forget that she's also from The Bachelor.
Yes, I like her. That's so funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then we have Danielle Oliveira, who's formerly from Summer House, with her man's Ian Heavey.
I feel like she got a boyfriend just so she could like be eligible for the show.
Yeah. You know what? I don't mind that she's here. I'm going to give her space and the opportunity because every show needs a villain, first of all.
Yeah.
And now she's having a moment because she said 5 years ago she didn't trust Amanda. Like,
oh, please. I haven't seen anybody giving her, like, she was just saying mean things about everyone. Sorry, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, I agree. No, you haven't seen that clip? Like,
no, I haven't.
This is what everyone's doing now, which is so frustrating to me. They're clipping old stuff from Summer House. Anytime someone looks sideways at Amanda, Danielle clocked Amanda.
Yeah,
Paige
right.
Amanda.
Okay, Paige like did clock Amanda in that reunion clip. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I feel like she was giving a dirty look at West.
To West, of course.
But not at Amanda.
I don't know, but now
West.
with the Craig stuff, like maybe
she
was a little
Amanda
onto
to
Amanda.
be like disloyal. Yeah, but then they continue to be like best friends, bed bugs, etc.
So
bless you.
I have heard that a lot of the friendships on Summer House are a little like exaggerated in the sense when it comes to Amanda. I've heard that like she actually like goes really MIA during the off season, and a lot of the girls are like really, really friends. And I think that's why Paige said on Giggly Squad, she like was speaking in code and everybody's like decoding it. She's like, well, Sierra's our real friend.
So Amanda's not.
Yeah, I've heard that like Amanda like doesn't talk to any of the girls when she doesn't, like, they're not working.
I don't know. It's just like convenient. Like, oh, and now all of a sudden that she's on the outside. None of us ever liked her. We're friends with her.
It's true. Oh, of course. But it does kind of make it a little bit more understandable how maybe she could stab Sierra in the back. Like, maybe they weren't that close.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just like, now, even all the fans, and I would have loved to seen last night's episode and the reaction to it.
Yes. Yes.
Before West Mandival.
Because of that, my jaw hit the floor. It actually takes a lot to shock me. Like, when I heard Ben reiterating the story of what Sabrina said, I was floored. And like, I love his directness, being like, why did you say that?
Yeah, he was like really upset. But also like he moves kind of weirdly because, like he did go skinny dipping with Amanda. And then this summer when like Bailey made a joke that Ben was in love with Amanda, like he got so mad, more mad than Amanda, who's like the one who's married. And he's like, why would you think I'm going after my mate's missus? And...
Not my mate's missus.
The mate's missus. And I would have loved to see how the audience reacted to last night's episode and like thought like if Ben was in the wrong and Amanda was in the, like now that Amanda, nothing she can say or do is right, like everyone's going to pile on. But I just feel like, I don't know if everyone would, I feel like people would have like defended her and just thought Ben was like weird and the new guy being weird.
Or like she didn't say it.
No, I think she said it.
Obviously.
Because also next week, like the girl confronts her. That girl was just like, she hit the ground running.
She wants a career and she's going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a good episode. I'm like, so I haven't watched week to week. So just like a big catch up, I want to say a few things.
You're caught up or you like are jump back in?
I skipped a couple episodes.
That's fine.
The way I like need Carl and Bailey, like I don't know why he's so resistant to like hooking up with someone in the house. She's very sound of mind. She's not like a crazy drinker. I think that has to be like a consideration for Carl. And I like her a lot. I think she's like really honest and funny. She's definitely a shit starter. She like exaggerates. I like how she said, I don't lie, I exaggerate. Like she does. And I kind of like them together.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know why he feels so much older.
Yeah. No, he doesn't feel so much old. I like them together too. I think he's just like scared, period. And she's like, a little bit awkward. And so like no one's going to like make the move. But I think that they could be nice together. I think she's really adorable and like earnest.
Adorable. I think she's a nice girl. Her friend Levi, like.
Levi can come on Namesake.
Yes, Levi can come. I don't know if we want her, but she can.
Well, I feel bad for Levi because there's no reason why Levi shouldn't. And like, I think Levi's just like a very like strong, self-assured person because like she doesn't care that she's not on the show sometimes. She's not starting shit to be on the show more. She loses her spot in the house when Lindsay comes. Like it's either Lindsay or her every weekend. And she doesn't like desperately cling to her spot, like starting drama to stay in the house. Like I kind of like her energy. She's just like a supportive friend. And she's like, yeah, I'll come on your show. Sure.
Yeah, agreed. And you might have to help me like fill in some blanks because like this girl Dara who's coming in at the second to last weekend as a full-time castmate and has a boyfriend already. Like I'm so confused.
So there was a singles event in the city.
I saw that.
Everyone had to bring a single friend. Wes invited Dara, this girl that he used to date, hook up with. And I think she was meant to be cast on the show. I think that was him like bringing her into the show. So
late.
No. This was like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And then that following weekend, she came out to the house like for the day party and she was flirting with Ben and KJ. She thought that they both were cute.
I remember the big flirty day.
The big flirty day. She's like checking out her options. Everybody likes her. And then literally that week, her and KJ start dating and now they're like serious and they're still dating today.
That's nice.
Yeah. So like now she's coming in as like KJ's girlfriend, but I think she was always meant to get cast on the show.
Got it.
I feel like they are... the house is at capacity, so unless someone's not there, like no one's getting a room. But now that Dara doesn't need her own room, like
right,
that works. But yeah, I think she was meant to be on the show, and then she wound up like actually dating a cast member.
And I say this every time we talk about Summer House over the last 10 years. I'm just like, I will never get over it. Maybe it's just because like it would never fly if I was there. But like the way that Kyle and Amanda get the master every season, like without question, like I think it's so unfair. Like since season 1, I think there was 1 or 2 seasons where a couple of the girls, like 3 girls shared one room, the master, but like, excuse me?
Yeah. And then I think they didn't like it. I feel like I remember like the AC doesn't work as good there, and I'm sure it's also really
and it's
loud.
on the main floor.
Yeah, usually like the boys, the new boys sleep on the main floor, and like the girls sleep upstairs. I think it's quieter. But I agree. Like you get the master, you just got married, fine.
No, for sure. And I think for a while it was like, well, we're two people in a room, but like now there's other couples. A lot of the girls share rooms.
Yeah. No, I don't care. And also like, you guys, you're not like mom and dad of the house. Like you're seriously like scary and scarier of the house.
The crazy aunt and uncle.
Go in the attic.
Agreed. So I will now start keeping up weekly because obviously we have so many clues to look for.
Yeah, we have to look for clues. I wonder if they'll change the edit at all. I felt like they did that.
Is it too late?
I don't think so. I felt like they did that with Scandival, but there was also just so much there, and Raquel was just like spinning
They were
out.
so not smart about it. Like,
yeah, when she said to Lala, like, good thing you don't have a man for me to steal. Like she's
queen. Sorry, she ate down with that.
That was crazy.
It was amazing.
So what else happened last night on the Summered house? Lindsay's apartment. We need to talk about Lindsay's apartment.
I had seen it before. When she moved into it, I was like following very closely. It's an insane apartment.
I've seen her apartment on Instagram. I've seen her but every corner of the apartment is done to the nines. And she has like a foyer. She has so many bookshelves. She had a piano player, which means she has a piano. It's an insane apartment in the city. Do you know like what neighborhood it's in?
They said financial district. I don't know if they tell the truth. It's like crazy to tell people where you live.
Oh yeah, but it's in Manhattan. Mm-hmm. It's not. I thought maybe it was like in Brooklyn or something, like somewhere.
No.
It's incredible.
Incredible. Every time I see it on her stories, I'm like in shock. And she's like, it's all for my Gemma girl. I fucking love her. Like, I'm sorry. I love her so much.
And I feel so vindicated because when she was getting so much shit so many years ago, when we just like popped into Summer House to see what was going on, and we were like,
I watched it at the very beginning. We took like 5 years off, and then we came back with Carl and Lindsay.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, but like, I agree with Lindsay. Like, sorry, it just is what it is.
It feels good. We never turned on Lindsay. Like,
never.
When everyone did. That's so
but
us, though.
What's also so funny is I remember when we used to recap it, we'd be like, I don't like Lindsay. Like, she's not my kind of girl. I don't want to be friends with her. I don't like her personality, but she's right.
Yes, right. And now I feel like she's matured so much that we've met her. She's been on the show, but I think if I like went out to dinner with her, I would have a blast.
Yeah. No, it's funny
She's
how you
funny.
like we've like grown to be like
her
more
speech
simpatico.
thing, she's literally Olivia Oshry with the speeches.
She's
like
hysterical. I could not get over her place. It was done so beautifully. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I need to know more.
I only want the best for her and Gemma girl.
I need a house tour. Can she take me to the
Did you see the music video?
Second, third floor? I saw about the music video.
Madeline Klein, Margaret Qualley shaking their tushies. Very 70s, like, you know.
I saw about it. Like, I saw the headline and I was like, good.
I saw some clips.
Good
It made me
on
feel
you.
bad about myself.
Good on you, girls.
Yeah, I like felt fat, so I didn't watch the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's called protecting your mental health. Oh, I want to talk about mental health.
Okay.
I posted a TikTok
gears.
yesterday.
Switching gears.
Actually, I take it back. I don't want to talk about mental health.
Oh, switching gears again.
Back to Summer House.
Back to Summer House. That was all in the Summer House. Oh, we're getting to know Mia more. I think she's great in cast.
Oh, I love that girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that girl. When she was sitting down for brunch with Lindsay and Amanda, she said something so deeply. Oh my God, I actually started crying. She said her mom died 1.5 years ago and she just feels so untethered in this world. And she like, I just love her. Like, I love her. I don't really like her boyfriend.
No, me neither. And like, she needs, I think she would like be an amazing mom. She's already like a mother to the group. And I think a baby would make her feel so tethered to this world. So like, we need to give her a baby. Someone needs to give her boyfriend like a restaurant contract in New York City so that like he can be local and she can have a baby.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, having a baby will heal her. Like, hearing her talk about all that. I love her so much. Like, I don't know where they found her. She's amazing.
She's like Sierra's real friend.
Love that. Mm-hmm. Love.
Yeah. Oh, and Sierra like bought her grandparents' house. That was so crazy.
The thing that she had to go to court and she did it all under a land trust and her dad doesn't know.
At first, in the last episode, I watched the back end of last night, so I don't know which is which, but she's saying how her grandparents' house came up for sale and so she bought it. I'm like, okay, great. And then it turns out in this episode, we find out that like her dad was the one selling it. And so she like bought it anonymously from her dad. But I didn't realize that like it was from her dad and that like I guess,
and she doesn't talk to her dad.
Right. I wonder what would have happened if she had wanted to buy it from, like, if she said, like, Dad, I wonder why she didn't do that. Like, what he would have said. Would he have said no?
Because they don't talk.
Would he have said no?
Probably.
Or maybe, like, hiked up the price, like.
Because she's a big star.
Yeah, because she said she didn't want special treatment, but that could be, like, positive or negative.
She was spotted out last night at the Euphoria season premiere.
Right.
She did an interview, listen, with Sydney Sweeney. Just listen to this.
Ex-boyfriend.
It's not good.
What do you think is the next step? I feel like you ought to get married.
I mean, I would hope so. You got to make it worth.
You got to make it worth that.
I don't know what they're
worth
saying.
Something, not just worth too much pain.
Yeah. If you steal your friend's ex-boyfriend,
it's not good.
She was asking her, like, if you steal your friend's ex-boyfriend. I think that's also a plot line in Euphoria. Oh, she does. She steals Nate from Maddie.
So Ciara's doing red carpet interview.
Yeah, that's like been a big thing for her recently.
Yeah, that's very cool. But actually, that's a great segue to our next story, which is the Euphoria season 3 premiere. Headline news is that Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun were spotted kissing at the premiere.
I think that they're cute together. I can't believe Euphoria season 3 is premiering. It's actually been 83 years. It's so crazy. And everyone like hates it, right? Zendaya doesn't talk about it in press, has not said one piece. Jacob Elordi, who's like actively doing press for Wuthering Heights and stuff, has not. There is something so sinister about the show in general. If you watch it, it's a very dark, anxiety-inducing show. But then also knowing that everyone seems really unhappy on the set, there's something very spooky about the whole thing. And I know that the premiere is like all bright, light. We have Ciara from Summer House, but I don't know. There's I can smell it.
Yeah, this will probably be like their
and then
last
Barbie
hurrah.
Ferreira leaving. Like, it's weird.
I feel proud that I'm not engaged in this whatsoever. I clocked it.
Even though
I tried to watch one episode a million years ago, and I was like, this is like so dark and not the way I want to feel when I'm trying to be entertained.
Of course, but as like a mother to, future teenagers, you got to know what the kids are up to because the kids are not fucking okay.
Sure, but like this is Hollywood. Like, that's not my life.
No, it's not my life.
Like, that's not my life.
When I saw it, it really made me concerned for the younger generation, if it's even remotely relatable and like based on.
Well, first of all, it's no, like no, see, no. Like,
Okay,
definitely have
no.
concerns. Definitely keep your eyes and ears open, but like no.
It's such a crazy show, and now it's
And
no
I don't
longer
even know
about
what
high
happens.
school.
I just like it doesn't have to be that way,
Yeah.
Whatever that
and it's
is.
not about high school now. The show jumps to the future, like 5 or 6 years. Nate and Maddie are married, or Nate and Cassie are married. She's an OnlyFans model. I'm excited.
Okay, let us know how it is.
I do think it's going to be like a better show in post grad. It's too dark to be kids. It's very upsetting.
I agree with that. It already sounds better the way you're describing it.
Yeah, it has like a very underlying spooky tone because like all of this disgusting pornographic and like violent things are happening to kids in high school.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, on the bright side, Sydney and Scooter they didn't walk the carpet together, like, which is fine. But they
No, it's her big night. He's more of a BTS kind of guy anyway.
Yeah, but they were like kissing in their seats. So cute.
It's funny. I'm like really able to compartmentalize the different parts of Scooter Braun. There are so many eras of him in his career. Of course, the Taylor Swift, but then also the Justin Bieber, the manager. But now I really see him because he did like such great work for the Jews. I see him as like this businessman philanthropist who's dating Sydney Sweeney. Like I've literally forgotten everything I know about him up until this point. It's like all been erased. And it's like, yes, that's exactly who she should be dating.
Yeah, she loves a businessman. She's been very consistent in that.
And so in that interview with Ciara, she said she does want to get married.
I wonder if he's open to marriage again.
I know. Oh, did you see that his wife?
I feel like for Sydney, yeah.
Oh, did we talk about this? That his wife was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
No, we talked about that she was spotted with Tom Brady or like rumored to be dating Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah. I think she was also at Rachel Zoe's party.
Mm-hmm. I saw a still image of her.
Yeah.
Very beautiful woman.
Very beautiful woman.
Are you ready for our next story?
Yeah.
Secret Lives of Mormon The Secret Lives.
But she's not filming.
Speaking of, Jen Affleck posted a video that's got rumors of swirling. She's very teary and disheveled, saying she's very hopeful for a new life chapter in a tearful video. So she posted a video sort of saying it's a new chapter, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new
Lots
light.
of vagueness.
Lots of like rubbing her eyes and just saying, you know, she's got married at 19 and she had a baby at 20 and she hasn't discovered who Jen is and she's going through a hard time. And usually when she's in a hard time,
that.
she doesn't like share, but she's trying to share and she'll share about the hard time. And people are also saying she's very clearly not wearing her wedding ring. Her hands are all over the video. I want to say she's not wearing any ring. She's not wearing makeup. She is wearing hoops, which means she did put on a little jewelry and skipped the ring. But I don't think she's getting a divorce. I don't think that's what she was trying to signal. But maybe that's me being naive. But like, I'm sorry. So they just had a baby. Like, seriously? What are you doing?
But that doesn't stop these people
I know, but
from
like they're
getting
crazy.
divorced.
Like, as if your life isn't hard enough right now.
Now you have to give your kids up for half the time.
And also now you have to like go through a divorce or a separation and all this. Like, just stop for a second. I saw a really like a tweet a while ago that was like, do not make big decisions before your kids turn 2. You're not in a position to make big decisions, whether it's separating or like give yourself time. And this is all like barring abuse, which we've not seen. We've not seen that from Zach Affleck. And I mean, I know he did go sit down with Whitney, but like, I'm going to not hold that against him at the moment.
No, he's obviously like a bad guy. But I think a lot of what this season looked like was like really her more so being like a kind of a rational and a bad decision maker, and him just like going along with whatever she says.
Yeah, she sent him to go talk to Whitney, so she can't be mad at him for that. He also said like production was like wanting him to, I guess they wanted someone to talk to Whitney, and if Jen wasn't going to go because she was like grieving Dancing with the Stars, he had to go. Whatever, I'm not going to hold that against him. I feel like he's been really supportive. He's sort of like
a puppet.
No, and he was really awful in the first season, but I feel like he actually over the last few years has like understood what his role is going to be, how he can support his wife, and like he's been a good partner. And so I just think the idea of them separating right now, to me, it sounds like so fatiguing, like as if the last 6 months haven't been stressful enough for her. Even before she had this baby, she had prepartum depression. Like, just sit down.
So I didn't see that tweet, but I saw a TikTok and it was like all these different girls commenting. And it was so interesting. I'd never thought about it before. And this girl was like, a lot of times I just wish I stayed married. And again, barring abuse or anything really bad, but it's just like it's not your guy. Because she was like, the idea of having to drop my kids off every Sunday is so big compared to just like sleeping with somebody who I'm not like majorly in love with. And I had never really like thought of it like that. And then of course someone was kind of, well, my abuser. That's not what we're talking about, of course. Just like people get divorced for just like, maybe we rush into things, maybe we're not compatible.
Love, we're not happy.
And so it was just a bunch of girls being like, I think about this all the time. Like, because it's so heart-wrenching doing those drop-offs, and it's just like it never goes well, even with two well-intended people. Like, it's just
never
that's
goes
the
well.
nature of divorce.
And even if it goes well, it means you don't have your kids 100% of the time.
And she was like, being in a bad marriage is nothing compared to having your kids 50% of the time. And I feel like that's kind of Jen and Ben. I don't think that there's anything nefarious going on. I do think they got married too young. I do think they're not compatible. But like at this point, is it worth the alternative? I don't know.
Yeah, she also was saying like that she's like, frontal lobe is developing. She's like recognizing new parts of herself.
Well, that's so true. Getting married at 19 and having a baby at 20 is whack. Like, it's seriously whack. I think it leaves a lot of room for like her to be like struggling with her sense of self. But I don't buy into the illusion that you have to leave a marriage or a relationship to discover new parts of yourself. I hate that shit. And I hate to quote this awful Ben Platt, but his song Grow Together is about that. It's like, why can't we grow together? Like we have a lot of growing up to do. I don't really buy into that, and I think that like you can do both.
But I don't think it's a blanket statement what you just said. Like getting married at 19 and having a baby at 20 is whack. Like
no. I think it can be really hard for a girl who frontal lobe has not been developed, and then throwing in all the fame. Yeah, some people it doesn't affect, but I think it's more often than not like you're going to go through a rough patch when you start to like really understand who you are.
Yeah. But I think everyone's going to go through a rough patch. So, like, that's just your reason why that you did.
Yeah, but I think, like, the exception to the rule is, like, it going perfectly. But more often than not, if you get married super young, both of you guys, that's why they say, like, you're not supposed to get married so young. It is going to be bumpy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you have to think of all the things on top of it for her.
If you're committed and like you can navigate it together.
Yeah, but there's so much. They're navigating so much.
They are navigating so much, and they keep like adding to their plate, and that's what I don't like. Sit down, like put roots down, be near family, focus on like a couple things. Not to say she shouldn't have done Dancing with the Stars, but then like she said she's moving to LA. Like what?
And now she's like spearheading that spinoff.
Right.
Be with family. Yeah, it's true. Their situation is tough. I believe that. And they probably are going through like a little bit of a marriage rough patch. I don't think that they're going to get divorced. And like this also is a business. So, they're not filming right now. I think a lot of them feel like they've been eclipsed by Wes Mandival. So yeah, maybe she's just starting stuff by wearing hoops and no ring.
I thought so too. And I'm fine with that. And I just don't think that they should separate right now. Like she then is like either not with her kids or is with her kids and doesn't have her partner to like help her.
Right.
Like,
that's also hard being a single mom.
Like, and just sit down. She was like stressing out in that video. Like, not everything needs to be like figured out right this second. Like how old is her baby? Like 8 months younger than Ruby?
She's 2 months behind me. Yeah.
Just calm down. Just take a breath.
Just calm down.
Take a breath,
Yeah.
So that's the latest with the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
But they're not filming.
Sorry, like that one soundbite is going to rehabilitate his career.
Oh, absolutely. That plus like the Marciano.
Yeah.
It's kind of been a bad week for Jessie Draper formerly.
She doesn't care because she
doesn't.
Is like she's like writing a script of her life, like for her show. I just hope internally she's actually okay,
I don't think she is.
Damn.
Because she's also now having to like drop her kids off.
Yeah. But it sounds like she's been living that way for a while because in the Call Her Daddy interview, she was saying how she would like stay at a hotel for like days, and it's just been messy for a while. I don't know.
Before we dive into the remainder of the show, let me let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. So if you're looking for a cola, which who isn't, but one that delivers, Pepsi Prebiotic Cola is it. Nothing beats that great Pepsi taste. It is delicious. It's got 3 grams of prebiotic fiber, 5 grams of sugar, and just 30 calories. It also has no artificial sweeteners. So it tastes just like Pepsi with so much more to love. I've tried it. I love it. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola definitely picks them up. It comes in 2 flavors, which is the original cola and cherry vanilla. It's got that great Pepsi taste, which I've kind of been an admirer and fan of for years. I used to live in darkness, in silence, and I wouldn't share that. I actually was a Pepsi drinker. People do not believe me when I say that, and they say, like, now I'm talking about it so much because we're sponsored by Pepsi. I've been saying it for years. You haven't been paying attention. Pay attention, please. I'm a Pepsi girl through and through. You want to know why? Because the taste. The taste is superior. I'm not attached to labels. I'm not attached to like, what's cool, what's hip. I just know that the cream rises. And for me, that's Pepsi. And I love their new product, Pepsi Prebiotic Cola, because it's just like fun and it's good. And it comes in 2 flavors. I like the original because I'm very, classic in that sense. My husband loves the cherry vanilla. Ben loves like vanilla flavored soda. So check out Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Pick it up if you haven't already. And use our promo code 20prebiotic to get 20% off of Pepsi Prebiotic Cola on Amazon. From now until May 30th, go out and check it out. It's Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Today's episode is also brought to you by Project Hail Mary. So it's time to believe in the Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary, one of the most beloved adventure stories by Andy Weir, is now a major motion picture, so there's never been a better time to immerse yourself in the best-selling audiobook. Everyone's talking about it. They say it's so good, and there's something elite about being the type of girl who's read the book before the movie comes out, and that can be you. So check it out on Audible. As the sole survivor, this is a plot of the movie and book. As a sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, Ryland Grace, who's played by Ryan Gosling, must save the Earth from disaster in this incredible science-based thriller. Fan favorite narrator Ray Porter brings every moment to life with humor, heart, and pulse-pounding tension. Now that the blockbuster movie has finally arrived in theaters, there's never been a better time to start listening to the universally acclaimed audiobook. Part scientific mystery, part dazzling interstellar journey, Project Hail Mary is a tale of discovery, speculation, and survival. So listen to the audiobook now. It's available on Audible, and the movie starring Ryan Gosling is also in theaters now. Project Hail Mary. Listen, watch, save the world. And you can listen now at audible.com/Hail Mary. That's AUDIBLE.com/Hail Mary. Today's episode is also brought to you by one of our OG sponsors, Skims. We love Skims for everything, you know? In the ever-changing landscape of womanhood, your undergarments kind of need to evolve with you. And I feel like at a certain like stage in your life, okay, maybe you can cheap out. Maybe you can get, you know, just anything. But I think we're all, you know, at stages in our womanhood where we need to be more thoughtful about what we're putting on. And that's why we love Skims. So there are so many pain points when it comes to loungewear, when it comes to underwear, when it comes to bras, you know, digging in, poor sizing. And Skims has just eradicated all of that. They are so size inclusive. I feel like half the battle to finding the right bra is knowing your size. Most people don't actually have, you know, their correct sizing because stores only carry like, you know, 10 sizes. I think I read they have like 62 bra sizes. They are so just amazing. Their coloring is very inclusive. They have tons of different shades. I love. And Skims really just reads the minds of girls like us because they've decided to replace a bunch of, I've decided to replace a bunch of my underwear and I invested in the new cotton pieces from Skims. So it's a perfect everyday fabric. It's called Everyday Cotton. It's great. Everyone knows that Skims is the expert in comfortable underwear. And I'm definitely going to start replacing more of my items from Skims. I've pretty much eradicated like all my bralettes. They're all Skims. My pajamas, all Skims. So shop the Everyday Cotton and all of our favorite bras, underwear at skims.com. After you place the order, be sure to let them know that we sent you. Select podcasts in the survey and be sure to select the toast in the drop-down menu that follows. Today's episode is also brought to you by Yasso. So for a second, let's talk about something we've all experienced. I mean, that's trying a better for you frozen dessert and just feeling, well, you know, underwhelmed. You go in hoping it's going to be that sweet treat, hit that creamy craving, but it doesn't quite get there. We've all accepted it, but we don't need to anymore because Yasso has really changed the game. So they took everything you love about a classic frozen treat and made it with creamy frozen Greek yogurt, so you're getting that rich, satisfying taste, but with a more balanced nutritional profile. You know, I first had Yasso like 15 years ago on an airplane. I was on a flight and they gave me this Greek yogurt bar and I was so hungry. And you guys know I don't mess with Greek yogurt, but I was starving. I tried it. I was shook because I think regular Greek yogurt is just... it's not for me. It doesn't taste anything like that. I can't lie. It is so delicious. And then they're constantly innovating. They have, you know, little frozen Greek yogurt sandwiches. They've got, of course, the bars. Now they have spoonables that come in 5 different flavors: chocolate chip cookie dough, cookies and cream, fudge brownie, mint chocolate chip, coffee chocolate chip. They're so good. I love the cookies and cream. Each one has about 400 calories and 19 grams of protein per container, which makes it feel a lot more substantial and satisfying. They're also giving away 40,001 of the new Spoonables now through April 30th, which is so great. So definitely take advantage of that. You can find the new Spoonables at a grocery store near you. I was actually just ordering groceries on an app and they had it. So I'm stocked up. Visit yasso.com/toast to enter and upgrade your freezer. That's yasso.com/TOAST to enter and find full giveaway details, rules, and regulations.
Thank you, Turdulations.
Oh, I thought you were going to call me Tasso.
Oh, no, you never know what you're going to get. You know that?
I meant to tell you that Michaela Nagara, I told you she has a boyfriend. She was dating her high school sweetheart.
It was the first thing on my feed this morning. She hard launched her boyfriend. She said, "Stop making fun of his looks, you fucking bitches." And I agree.
They made fun of his looks. He's so normal looking.
She said that people were like surfacing bad photos of him and like making fun of his looks.
I love her more than anything, and I need to get this message to her like in such a like an urgent manner. Stop sharing your personal life on TikTok. Like seriously, she's so young. She's just getting divorced. Like just stop. Like, and because obviously everyone's commenting, you're moving on too fast. Like who cares? You make your own choices, whatever. But like, I actually think you really need to stop sharing elements of your personal life. Although she did post something, she posted 2 hilarious things.
She's so funny.
One was she was like, I'm starting a new series, things my haters bought me, because she gets so much engagement from her haters that ultimately it just makes her more money. And she bought a Birkin, black. So she did an unboxing, her like hater. And she said she's going to start making it. She's going to start making a series of all the things she can afford because of her haters. And then 2, she did a Reale Activiste try on, but she was so funny. Can I actually find it?
Yeah. Oh gosh, what are we going to hear this time?
She was she was basically saying that she knows it's going to be good because all the people who work on the brand work on her brand too.
Yeah, well, we said that.
No, of course, but it was just like very like turdy, like making it so much about herself. When I think a lot of people would have actually really wanted to hear from her because she is has acne prone skin and she's like known for having really bad skin and like huge transformations. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if I can find it.
real review on Alex Earl's new line, Real Actives. Now, I bought this myself. I was not sent this in PR, and I really want to test this line because as someone with acne-prone skin, I actually am so excited about this. This sounds right up my alley, and this is the exact routine that I like to do in the evening. I know this shit is going to be good because Alex Earl has the same exact investor as me, the same exact designers, and works with a lot of the same people that I work with to make my brand Point of View. So if I ain't putting out shit, she ain't gonna put out shit either. Trust me. But yes, Sam, if you're seeing this, he designed my packaging and Alex's. You killed it on this. I absolutely love the packaging. Genuinely, I think that this packaging is so freaking cool. It is beautiful. It feels luxurious. So we have the cleansing balm. We have a cleanser, a moisturizer.
I don't know. I can't explain. Like, I thought the whole thing was a little shady.
Shady.
Yeah. Because, you know, they're both beauty TikTokers and, you know, Michaela like launched skincare first. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking into it too much, but it felt like a little drama.
Well, what was her overall review? Positive or negative?
Oh, I didn't get to that.
Well, if
when
it
she
was
started talking about the
positive,
product.
then it wasn't shady because she just gave her so much price.
Okay,
She's
should
like,
we continue watching it?
No, I don't want to watch it anymore. But she's like the most influential, you know, TikTok influencer of our time. And so if she gave a positive review like that and she has acne-prone skin, like, sorry, not shady. But I think she wants you to just be like, hey, don't forget about me. My shit's premium too. Don't forget.
Yeah.
She got to look out for Michaela's self.
Number one.
Our next story is for you. Adrian Grenier gets justice for his Devil Wears Prada character in a new Starbucks commercial. Did you see this commercial?
I did.
Adrian Grenier.
And what's so funny is that like the opening video of it was like, you guys might have heard I was, you know, not asked to be in a certain
sequel.
And I was like, what sequel? I'm like, Entourage has another movie. I literally could not like place what he was talking about until the very end.
Yeah, so he said, you might have seen the headlines. I wasn't asked to be a part of a certain sequel, but I'm good. Really, it's all good. Then it turns out he's talking to his barista at Starbucks. And so he makes a toast to Nate. He said he made a mean sandwich. He loved his girlfriend to a point. He wasn't perfect. So let's leave Nate in 2006 and keep this good energy going. And this is for the good energy beverages at Starbucks, their energy refreshers.
Yeah, I'm not like totally seeing the product alignment, but I do think conceptually, like getting Adrian Grenier in your ad to talk about how terrible his character was, like obsessed Toasty Lions, even though I'm really not understanding how it connects.
I think if we reverse engineer it, this is an ad for Starbucks and Devil Wears Prada. Like at the end, there's a promotion for Devil Wears Prada. So like it's like
both.
So say like Devil Wears Prada came to Starbucks and said like we want to run ads with you guys, and so like then they were like okay, thinking of ideating who can we do? Maybe it's Miranda getting her order. I think that would have been great, but maybe they couldn't get Miranda's budget. So they say, what if we bring Nate to talk about having good energy?
Like the lore.
Even though he didn't get cast.
The lore of Adrian Grenier and Starbucks, he's like a long time something. Like he was part of the driving force behind straws being like, quote, removed from Starbucks, even though they're all still there. You just have to ask for it. And them doing those dumb plastic lids that like have even more plastic. He's like a big plastic guy, and he spearheaded the campaign to get Starbucks like to nationally, globally remove their straws. So he has worked with them before. I believe like there's a relationship there.
Yeah, so that's maybe
something like that.
Why they thought to tap him.
I loved it. I loved that like we're speaking negatively about Nate.
I feel like Adrian himself like doesn't get enough hate for like what he did to the straw industry. Like really so fruitlessly. Like it didn't move the needle on plastics whatsoever. It just made everyone's everyday lives like more inconvenient. And don't forget how ableist it was.
I never forgot.
It's ableist to insist that we not use plastic straws, and don't give me with the paper. Don't give me
now. Adrian Grenier is either the greatest actor of all time or one of the most genuinely insufferable human beings of all time. Because the roles that I know him from, Vinny Chase, an absolutely fucking dreadful human being, and Nate Jarlsberg, one of the worst boyfriends of all time. he's either like he may be an amazing person, in which case he deserves like several Oscars because he's such a convincing actor, or he's just like that.
But we're supposed to like Vinny, right? He's like the carry, and even though we don't like love him, and he's our protagonist.
So that's a really good comparison of him being the carry. But if you do, like, I don't know how you ever could like him. He is so self-indulged. He's such a terrible friend, such a poor decision maker, so reckless. He actually makes the show unwatchable, honestly.
I agree.
And I've rewatched Entourage like several times. I'm deep in the fandom. Oh my God, so funny. Speaking of Devil Wears Prada, I ended up on like this thread. People are really upset because I guess in the new movie, Emily's married to a man. And I guess like it's just been clear like this entire time that she's a lesbian.
Oh, everyone just assumed from the first movie that she's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that like maybe Giselle was like her.
Oh, I think people might have just gotten carried away.
That's like a fever dream, obviously.
And I feel like people like obviously like made up this like backstory for her and then are just like mad that producers didn't align with it. Write their fan fiction, but that's really funny. I never thought that.
I think like lesbians just identified with her and assumed that she was probably just a lesbian.
Interesting.
So then, like, for that to have not been their reality, it was difficult for them to digest.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was happening.
Much like Cynthia Erivo. But one thing about me, I'm going to tell you things you don't know are happening.
Are you ready for our fifth and final story? Mm-hmm. Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet get dinner with Kendall Jenner at Sushi Park.
And we also ran into Ashley Benson.
They did. Everyone was at Sushi Park.
The strip mall sushi joint beloved by Hollywood's elite.
Yeah. Everyone's always there. We have to go if we're ever in LA again.
I don't think you can go. Like,
really?
It's literally in like a shopping plaza.
Yeah, it's on
the
like
second floor.
Yeah, like you have to take the stairs or the elevator. Like it's
like
not...
how you know how motels that have like 2 floors. It's like
outdoor staircase.
In Raising Helen, when Joan Cusack goes to get Hayden Panettiere out of that like turnt motel room with her boyfriend on prom night, and she like bangs down the door. It's just like that, but one of them is like a hair salon, a nail place, a sushi restaurant,
like
and literally
a
like
pizza
Leonardo
place,
DiCaprio,
Joe's Pizza, tattoo parlor.
It's so strange. I need to get inside.
I know.
Are there photos of the inside like on the internet?
Yeah, go to the geolocation on Instagram.
Oh yeah, like Yelp, Sushi Park inside.
But they're just like so real, you know?
Oh yeah, so real. Oh, it's literally
Kylie looks insane per usual.
Jackie, it literally just looks like a rundown sushi joint, like with wooden chairs. Like
it must be so good.
There's one in Paris.
Ben has to go. Kylie's looking cute. I mean, Kendall's looking cute.
No, I'm sorry. It's Parji.
It's Parji on the inside?
Actually, I don't think it is. There's like a lot of conflicting photos on the internet. Like it's so mysterious.
Oh my God, this Just Jared article is so pick me. Listen to this.
Taylor eats there. Like it's insane.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay, I'm ready for the pick me.
If you are not aware, Kylie and Timothee have been together for over 3 years. We actually posted the very first piece of gossip that linked them together back in April of 2023. So fucking funny. Everyone's just worried about number one.
I mean, I get it.
Except for Levi from Summer House.
It's so true. She's like a comfortable 2, maybe even 3.
Yeah. And I think she has a lot of just like peace. Everyone's so worried. Like, do they know we were the first to report about Kylie and Timothee? Do we give a fuck? No. We don't. Do we know Michaela's designer is the same as that? Not that I would ever clown on Kayla.
Me neither. Like if she has no haters, I've died.
If she has if she has no lovers.
No, if Ben Platt has no haters, like actually check on Ben Soffer because I probably died.
Check on me.
Yeah.
Check on you because I've died. Who do you think hates him more?
You. Yeah. Who do I hate most? Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, like you hate Mark Ruffalo more than I do.
Yeah. I hate a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it's so funny how like when you're obsessed with pop culture and celebrities, like it ebbs and flows so much. That's how I was feeling about Carl. Because in Carl's like season with Lindsay, oh my God, it was painful. Like, and Softbar. And now it's like Softbar is kind of a good idea. I think it's doing like decently well. I think his podcast is really sweet. I think he's a very nice guy. Like I don't know. And when he talks about his brother, like I just like love him. Like it's so crazy.
It is so crazy. That's just, seasons change and we're capable of change. I don't
I feel like I went through that
and hold it forever.
No, I went through that with Selena Gomez, didn't like, and then I really liked, and now I'm back to not liking.
That's not a great example.
That feels kind of permanent.
Who else? Oh, who else? Like, it happens all the time.
All the time.
I don't see it changing for Ben Platt, but
zero.
Crazier things have happened.
It's crazier things have happened.
Yeah. Like, remember Nick Viall?
Who could forget the great Nick Viall?
Our origin.
We're like literally our nemesis for no reason. We like never even met him. We just like didn't get.
We didn't like his like character from the show. We were like so basic. Like he's the villain.
Yeah, but he was.
Did you see Sean Booth was on a podcast like talking about his beef with Nick Viall?
Oh my God, no! But I have to say that like Sean Booth is my Roman Empire. Like I've never moved on from Caitlin's season of The Bachelorette. Like, and I know they've both gone on. He's a kid now. Caitlin's been in like 2 long-term relationships. Like, I know.
Yeah. But like you're still there when like she was on his back at Catch, like doing their like post after the final rose press tour.
When she accidentally spoiled her own season on Snapchat, like kids these days think they know crazy reality TV. You don't know. And if you ever want to see like actual true love, like you have to go watch Sean proposing to Caitlyn when he realizes that like she's already sent Nick Viall home. Like the relief, like it's crazy that they didn't end up together. Like that is true love. And like that was the best time to be a fan of reality TV.
That was the best time to be a fan of The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was real.
You have to go watch their proposal. Like, because both guys, like, if you didn't watch The Bachelor, like, the final 2 would, like, go and propose, and she would only say yes to one of them. And, like, more often than not, she wouldn't let the loser propose because, like, it's rude. So then the guy who gets out at the limo second, that's the guy who, like, won. But he doesn't know that guy number 1 has already been sent home. He could be guy number 1. And so she, like, sort of tells him, and it's actually chilling.
I have chills just thinking.
It's so beautiful. Meanwhile, they fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
They had like a custody battle over their dog. It was such a bad breakup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Nick and Sean also hated each other.
They did, the 2 finalists.
But he was saying how like the beef was real, but it was also definitely like, people were in his ear. No, like being like, you've got to take down Nick, this bad guy. Like producers were producing him to like make it bigger than it is. Now there's no beef, but like at the time, like that was very real, and it was.
A lot of the tropes about reality TV and like production, people setting you up, editors, is based in reality and rooted from the experiences people had on The Bachelor. Like production, that was all The Bachelor. It was so sinister. I do believe it's much better now. Jesse Draper was saying on Call Her Daddy, like production, like they're so nice.
Yeah. So you think Bachelor production is better now?
Oh, no. I don't know what goes on there. I don't watch. But I mean, like, a lot of the reputation that people, like, and the understanding they currently have of reality TV and how you always think, like, you're going to be set up and, like, people are going to trick you. That was happening on The Bachelor, and I don't believe it happens on shows a lot anymore.
I think it's just, like, different, especially, like, I feel like those Bachelor contestants are, like, so disposable to the producers. It's like, yeah, let's ruin your life. I never have to see you again, and, like, we need good television. Whereas, like, on a show like Summer House, it's like, well, they won't come back if they, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they have to like sort of like foster more of a relationship. You can't just like discard them and set them up for one-time use.
That's true. Like you're never going to see these contestants again.
Yeah. And you don't have to worry if they had a bad experience. Like, great. So don't come on Paradise.
All right. That's our show. Nalafi. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening to the toast. I made it through, by the way, and I'm feeling okay. So if you see me tomorrow, I think I'm like out of
Let's
the danger
just
zone.
One step at a time.
One day at a time. I'm staying. If you see me like walking the streets in New York today, just know I can't go home.
No, you can't. Maybe send Ben to a hotel.
So I am currently making up the office into like a little retreat for him because it has its own bathroom and it has a pull-out couch, which is like all you need when you have notovirus. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have a TV, but he's not a big watcher of TV anyway. And like I can't be displaced from my bedroom. That's a great idea.
Yeah, actually.
Thank you so much for listening to the Toast Millennium Morning show where we deliver the fast size stories that you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as podcasts anywhere podcasts can be found. So it's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, Castbox, all the places where listen to podcasts. Find us at leave a 5-star review about a beautiful setting in weekly town to BR. Hope you guys have an amazing hump day, and we'll see you on the next one.
Love ya. Bye.